Okay. Okay, now tell me, what is Snowflake? Any idea? Anyone what exactly you know? Like, so far 1 week complete. What is Snowflake? What is the purpose of Snowflake? Anyone?
It's a cloud-based data warehouse.
The cloud-based data warehouse. Okay, so data warehouse. What? Why you will go for warehouse is nothing but for it's mainly for what? Mainly for what? Data warehouse mainly for what?
Storage,
Data.
analysis, processing.
Data storage, data processing, and data analysis. Now tell me, this is for OLTP or OLAP? Data warehouse.
OLAP.
OLAP.
Data warehouse is for mainly for OLAP. That is nothing but analysis purpose. Analysis purpose. Okay. So analysis purpose. Okay. Now what happened? Simple example. Okay. I'll take every time simple example. Okay. ATM is suppose you have balance of 10,000. Okay. Now what I did, I have went to the ATM. I withdraw 2K. Now what happened? Tell me. Now 2K. Now what's balance will be there? Update balance will be 8,000. Now my question is that what you'll get the message immediately or it will take some time. The message like your amount
Immediately.
so you'll get immediately. So response is what? Immediate response. This is nothing but what? Say day-to-day transactions will store in what? Will store in where? In which will store in data database. This is when.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So there was network issue. Can you explain DS, DP, and DA?
Okay.
What is that?
So DS nothing but say data storage. So DP is nothing but data processing. Okay, and DA is nothing but say data analysis. Okay, so mainly Snowflake is for data storage, data processing, and data analysis. Okay, now what happened?
Okay.
Data warehouse is nothing but say OLAP, online. Okay, I'll explain. Okay, online analytical processing. Okay, analytical processing. What is OLTP? OLTP is nothing but online transaction processing. Online article processing, online transaction processing. Okay. So see what happened. Simple example one more time thing. So 10K is a 2K. What happened? Immediately we'll get the message. Let's but OLTP, data transaction in database. Suppose I log into Citibank, okay, or SBA Bank. Now what happened? I want to get 5 years statement. So statement, okay, statement. Now while ask for 5 year statement, what's the purpose of 5 year statement? Okay, I want to know what is the okay. So in which year I have spent amount. Okay, so amount. Okay. Now what happened? Tell me before that 5 years data will come faster. It will take some time. Okay. Tell me 5 years data will come faster. It will be like some time it will take. It will take some time. Okay. Okay. Now let's say what's a OLAP. So OLAP will store the data warehouse. Give me 1 second. So in a sense like what day-to-day transactions can be stored in database. Historical data, this is what 5 years data is nothing but say historical data. The historical data where we are storing data warehouse. Why? Because for analysis purpose. Okay. Suppose I am having one showroom. Okay, Toyota showroom. Now tell me showroom. Okay. It's a car. Okay. Now tell me within 1 day, can I know it's a profit or not? Tell me within 1 day, I can able to say like I am getting profits or loss. Tell me within 1 day, I can able to say like, suppose like today I have purchased so many cars, some client. Okay. Now tell me I'll get so like within 1 day, can I say it's giving profit or loss? It is not. What happened? No. What happened? We should see the historical data, like past 1 year or past quarter. So we need to compare that. How can we maintain all the historical data? Will go for data warehouse. So now we're getting what? We're getting cloud data warehouse. This is nothing but Snowflake. Okay. So understanding again. So Snowflake is for mainly for OLAP. I want to store the historical data mainly for analysis purpose. Got the point? A little bit getting it. So slowly you should understand. It's a cloud-based data warehouse mainly for analytical solution. Okay. Now tell me, how can I analyze the data? How can I analyze the data? How can I analyze? Tell me what concept we should go for? We should use SQL. Got the point? Getting the point, sir. So see, data is there.
Yes,
Suppose the data is there in what? Data is there in tables. Okay. Now how can I analyze the data? We should go for what? SQL. That's why we're learning for SQL. Okay. Got the point? Now? So data is there in the Snowflake tables. But what happened? Okay, I want to do analyze. How can do analyze by using SQL concepts? Okay, SQL. Got the point? Like this. Okay. Simple example. I'll take one more time. Go for paint. So this basic, if you know strong, then what happened? You can able to easily understand what we are trying to do. Okay. So see, simple. This is what. This is what I assume like. So Praveen. Okay. So Praveen is there, and here Kumar is there. Okay. Now tell me, how can I communicate with Praveen? I want to communicate with Kumar. How can I communicate by using what? Yes, tell me. I want to communicate Kumar. Yes, tell me. Yes, no.
Language.
A language. Okay, so if I want to communicate Kumar, how can I communicate by using a language? So language can be what can be? It can be what can be anything. It can be Telugu or Hindi or English. Okay, the same. Okay, same thing. I'm taking one more time. Okay, here Praveen is there, and here database is there. So here Praveen is there, and here database is there. Okay. Now what about it can be database? It can be what can be anything. It can be Oracle database. Okay, or SQL server, or MySQL, or it can be Snowflake. Okay, Snowflake. So it can be what can be either database or it can be data warehouse. Okay, so database or database. How can you communicate database or data warehouse by using what? By using also here also language. What is the language use? Which is the language use here?
SQL.
SQL. Okay, got the point. SQL. So like this. Okay. Okay. So language. Okay, also SQL. Got the point. So Praveen is there, and here database there. How can I communicate by using a language that is nothing but SQL? Clear so far? Yes or no? Got the point, sir? Yes or no? Okay, so see a simple example. I want to communicate database. How can I communicate? We should go for a language that is nothing but SQL. What is SQL? Simple say it's a structured. Tell me what is SQL? It's a structured
Query
language. Okay. So got the point. So it is used to communicate with the database. Got the point. So it is used to communicate database. Okay. Why you want to communicate? Tell me why I want to communicate database. What is the reason?
To extract some data.
Or extract some data to insert some data to get something. Okay, like this. Okay. So why you want to communicate? There will be some purpose. Okay. So why I want to communicate, guys? Suppose like I want to borrow something from this in a similar fashion. Why you want to communicate database or something, sir, to do some operation? What is that operation go for? So how can do? We should go for SQL statements. Okay. Before that, suppose like I'm having language. Assume like English. Now tell me how can I frame a sentence by using what? By using alphabets. So same thing what in Snowflake also in SQL also we're having SQL statements or SQL commands. Okay, or SQL languages. Okay, by using which concept? Tell me by using what concept? Tell me what the commands we're having in one. SQL statements or SQL commands or SQL languages. What things we're having? Tell me.
DL, DML.
Okay, so DDL.
DDL.
Okay, DML, then
DRL.
Before DRL we will have TCL. TCL, DRL, and
DRL.
and DCL. Okay, okay, these are important.
Excuse me, sir.
Nice, go ahead.
So what are these?
That's what
Can
I'm
you please?
going. No issues. I'll explain. Don't worry. So see. Okay, so these are what? Okay, so this SQL statement or SQL commands or SQL language or it is called as basic building blocks of SQL. One more time. So see what happens for English. What are the things we are having? Alphabet. So same thing. SQL also having SQL statements or SQL commands or basic building of SQL. All are related to these things. Okay, this is DDL is nothing but what? DDL operation for details. Anyone? What is DDL? Tell me DDL.
Data definition language.
Data definition language. Okay, so yes, I explained. Don't worry. Okay, so out the combination of this will get some. Okay, data. What is DML? DML. What is DML? Data manipulation. Okay, I want to manipulate data by using data manipulation language. What is TCL? Is it transaction
control
language. Okay. What is DRL? So data retrieval language. Okay, it's called as DQL, data query language. So query language. What is DCL? DCL is nothing but say data control language. Okay, so don't be in a hurry to learn everything in a single day. It will take some time. Okay, because so there's so many concepts. Okay, so these are commands. Okay, so DDL. What are details? What are commands? So once you say no, mute yourself. Okay, background.
Alter and drop.
Okay, so see, so DDL statements. What are DDL statements we're having? Anybody? What are commands we're having? Anybody? Any idea? So far discussed. Anyone? Yes.
Alter and drop.
Alter and drop. Create. Who will you? So first is create. First we should go. So create alter, and drop. Okay, so create, alter, drop. Okay, these are detail statement. Okay, step by step understand. Details, create, alter, drop. What create will do? Tell me what create will do. Any idea?
Object creations like tables, views.
Okay, database object creation. Okay, see, so it is used to create new objects. Where will create? Tell me where will create new objects. Tell me where will create new objects in the
Database.
in the database. Okay, so you got it right. We'll see. Okay, so we'll see slowly. Okay, now what happened? Create it is used to create a new object. Actually, it's a new object. Okay, what alter will do? Okay, alter is to it is used to modify the definition of a table. Okay, so modify definitions of a table. Okay, so we'll see this. Okay, so drop is used to remove the database object. Okay, so go back here. Now let's see one
Excuse
more
me,
time.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is it like these DML, TCL? Are these like groups or types of?
No, these are statements. SQL language statements. These are
Achha.
statements. So these
So
are
do we
comments.
use them directly?
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, don't be in a hurry, but we'll explain. Okay. Completion of everything. We'll get
Yeah,
to it. Don't worry.
because as you're saying in subsections, so it
No,
is
like I'll tell clearly. Don't worry. Okay, you should not do in a hurry.
okay.
At the end of this like 1 hour, you can able to understand. Okay, how to use, where to use this. Okay. So now
Okay,
what
thank you.
happens? So DTL is nothing but say data definition language. Data definition language. What are the commands? One more time, we're having create, alter, and drop. Okay, now what happened? First I'm taking create. It is used to create new object. Okay, new. Suppose like I will take new object as in a table. Okay, so, okay. So syntax for table. Anybody knows the syntax for tables? So create. So table name.
Table
Bracket open, bracket close.
columns.
So say columns. Okay, column 1, data type. I'll explain what are these things.
Data
Column 1. So column 2 and a data type. Okay, column. So many columns like based on requirement we'll create. Okay, column 1, column 2, column 3, data types. Okay, clear so far? End note has enough. So this is okay. So far good. Okay. Now what happened? So column 1, column 2. Okay. So always take whenever learning any term, same take simple examples. Simple example. Okay. Like day-to-day employee table, department table, customer table, like this. Okay. So don't go like bigger tables. So go for simple table with 3 to 4 columns. That's it. Okay. So see what happened. I'm taking simple table. I'll explain what exact data types. Okay. So create table, employee, details, underscore. It's a table. Okay, so there are so many objects. We should rectify. It's a underscore is another table. Okay, table definition. Okay, we are trying to create a new table. Okay, so see the same thing. So bracket open, bracket close, semicolon. Now what happened? What the columns will have? We'll have employee ID. Okay, employee ID. So before that, what is data type? We'll see. Data type is nothing but what? So which type of data we are trying to store. I'll explain which type of data trying to store in the respective columns. Okay, one more time. So see what I'm doing. Column 1, so column 2, column 3. What explain when I say column 1? Data type. Okay, so which type of data we are trying to store in the respective columns. Okay, if you're not able to follow, simple example, take water. Tell me water where you can able to store, where you can store in the bottles or cans. In a similar fashion, where we can store milk also in bottles or cans. Okay. Now tell me, can I store eggs in bottles or cans? Where will store? We store in trays. So same thing. What happened? Number related thing. That is nothing but what number related in the sense like what will go for. Okay. Either what is the number related thing? What will go for like what thing they're having? Employee ID, phone number, salary. These are what number. Number related will go for number data type. Got the point? Huh? So in a similar fashion, what? Suppose like in a similar fashion, we'll go for what? So see, name, city, address. These are what? These are alphabet. So these alphabets you will store in what? These are alphabet will go for varchar or char. We'll see what are varchar, char, or text, string. All the thing will come into one category. Okay, see, if these are alphabets, will go for what? String. In a similar fashion, date of birth. So date of joining. So date of resignation, something like date of, these are the date. We'll go for date, data type. Okay, got the point. Number thing will go for number data type. So alphabets will go for varchar. So date will go for date data type. Okay. Now tell me employee is what? Say number. We'll go for number data type. Okay. So employee name, what's employee name? Employee name is what?
Varchar.
So varchar. Okay. So varchar. Suppose I'm taking city. City is also what?
Varchar.
Varchar. Okay, varchar. Okay. So I'm putting like, I'll explain what exactly this 20, this 20 anything. Okay, varchar. So in a similar fashion, what? Okay, address. Address, I'm putting text, anything. Okay, I'm putting text for understanding purpose. So in a similar fashion, what? City. Okay, then mail ID. Okay, I'm putting string. Okay, string. Okay. I'll explain what exactly I'm trying to do. Okay. Suppose in a similar fashion, then salary. Salary, I'm putting number. Okay, number 10, 2, something in bracket, one bracket. Okay. So this is what create table. This is the table name. What is employee ID, employee name, city? Anybody can able to, what is employee ID, employee name, city, address? These are what? What is the name of this? These things? These are column names. Okay, table columns. Okay, so this is table name. These are table columns. What is number, varchar, text string? These are what?
Rows.
No, what is this things?
Data types.
These are data types. Which type of data this column is trying to store? These are, so one more time, this is table name. These are column names. This is data types. What is 20? What is 10? Anybody can able to, what is this 20? What is 10? This is,
Sir, one.
no, go. I'll explain. Don't worry. Okay, sir. What is 20? What is 10? Anybody? What is 20? What is 10? Anyone?
Size of the
Data size or data length
Okay, say data size,
or data length.
data length. In the sense like what? Okay, up to 20. See what happens. So city. So city, what I'm trying to mention. So city in the sense like what? Up to 20 cards only we can able to accommodate. In the sense like what? If you give more than 20, know what happened? It will throw error. Okay. So we'll see this thing. What happened? Why I'm putting like this? 20 you can okay. Understand what? This is table name. These are column names. This is data type. This is data size and data length. Okay. Now before that, tell me if I write here, it will work. Tell me if I write here, it will work. If I write here, what happened? Table will create. What should be there? If I write here, what will happen? Table will create automatically. No. What should have? We should have what? One Snowflake account. Okay. So if this is for only writing purpose. Now ultimate goal is that what? So to say, mute yourself. Okay. So see the same thing. Now what happened? Now this is for only, this is Notepad++, only for writing purpose. Okay. Now what happened? Snowflake account, we should have one Snowflake account. Now tell me, for Snowflake account, do you want to install any software? Or any hardware or any infrastructure?
No.
Tell me.
No.
Reason is that what? No. Reason is that what? Why?
Because
Why?
it's a SaaS.
It's a SaaS model. SaaS is nothing but what is a software as a service. What happened? Everything will be managed by what? Everything will be the service provider. Okay. Now who is the service provider? Is that Snowflake is the service provider. Okay. So simple example. Suppose you want to go from one place to other place. Yes. Now what happened? We'll go for either Uber or OLAP. Now tell me what happened. Do you for this purpose do you want to give anything maintenance anything? No. Just we need to. So for 1 hour if you are using what happened? We need to pay. So now what we're using? We are using this Uber services. Okay, same thing. We are also what using Snowflake service. Okay, so I got the point. So this is what SaaS. What? So no need to install any software or hardware. Everything will be maintained by Snowflake service provider. Who is the service provider here? Snowflake is the service provider. Okay, so just we want, so it's nothing but say pay as you go model in the sense like what? So what? Suppose like we're using for 1 hour, we need to pay for 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. It's another word, same as Uber service. Okay, it's a SaaS, software as a service. Just we are using the service. So what type of service you're using? That's much only pay. It's not but SaaS model. Okay, got the point. Now we have Snowflake account. So before Snowflake account, how many ways we can log in into Snowflake? Tell me how many ways we can able to log into Snowflake? Tell me.
3 ways.
So three ways. Okay, so what are the ways we're having? Snowsite. Okay, then
Classic console.
Classic console, then
SnowSQL.
Okay, SnowSQL. Okay, so see. So saying okay, so okay, Snowsite, Classic console, SnowSQL. Okay. So the first two are what? These are UI. What is UI operation for UI? Anyone? UI?
User interface.
User interface. User interface. Okay. So first two are user interface. Okay. So this is also user interface. User interface. Okay. So slowly understand. Okay, we have 45 days. Okay, so don't be in a hurry to learn everything in a single day. It won't work. Okay. What is NoSQL? It's a CLI. It's a command line interface. Okay, I'll explain this. So see the same thing. Just now I logged in. Okay, so don't work. See, this is what? So this is CLI. Okay, so it's a command line. Everything will be done. We should use command. Okay, we should use commands. Okay, so see the same thing. So see what happened. We should use. So use database. Okay, so these are commands we should use. Okay, so there are so many databases. I can click other database. Okay, so by using commands. So whereas this is what, tell me which is, this is what UI. Anyone? What this is? What is UI? Tell me anyone.
User interface.
User interface. This is what? This is Snowsite. Okay, and remember one thing. What? Okay, classic console has been disabled in free trial. Okay, free trial. But in production, no, it is there. Okay, so related process is okay. So now we need to work in. We should work in. This is the Snowsite. Okay, so when you log in,
sir,
what?
in corporates, do we use Snowsite or
Like
the
depends on the company. Like they'll differ. Mostly will work on Snowsite only. Snowsite will work.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, what is the difference between VARCHAR and text?
Yeah, that's what. Okay, don't be like I'll explain. So I complete now. Once I take now, okay, what happened? So see, go back here. Okay, see now what happened? So I can log into class Snowsite, classic console or Snowseeker. But we are not having classic console. No, we'll go for Snowsite. Okay, Snowsite. This is Snowsite. Okay, when you log in, what happened? Okay, so by default, what? So see, okay, so when you log in, we should click on plus SQL worksheet. Okay, SQL worksheet. Okay, so see what happened. By default, okay, by default, we'll have this database. Snowflake and Snowflake sample database will be there. Okay, so see if you click on it's a see now when I click on what happened, see it's having shared. Okay, it is shared by Snowflake. Okay, now what happened? We should create one database, our own database. So before that, what happened in real time? We'll have what environments will have database environments. What database environments will have? Anyone important database will have non-prod and prod database. Okay, anyone tell me what the non-prod databases will have? Anyone?
Testing
So
dev.
First we say development. Okay, development, testing, then stage data stage will be there. In a similar fashion, what sandbox will be there. No, okay, there's so many things are the case. Now what happened? So we'll go for production. Okay, so non-prod in the sense it's a development, testing, stage, sandbox, anything. And a similar fashion we'll have production database. Okay, these are okay. Depends on company, they'll have multiple databases. Okay, so these are development, testing, stage, so many things are there. Now what happened? Whenever we get to, we'll go for what? We need to create our own database. So before that, tell me what is the role we are going to apply? Role. Tell me what's the role we are going to apply after completion of this course?
Snowflake developer, data engineers.
Snowflake developer will also call as Snowflake data engineer. So we are working on data. Okay, so in a similar fashion, we are having Snowflake admins. Okay, so for what this is our role? Our role is what? Snowflake developer or Snowflake data engineer. Now what happened? Now go back here. Now see the same thing now what we are trying to do. Okay, so now I want to, so see what is it? Okay, now tell me in database how the data will be stored in the format of what? Tell me. Yes, in database how the data will be stored in the format of
Tables.
So tables. Okay, first what happened? First we should create one database. Suppose I'm putting August. Okay, or like we'll go for employee development database. It's a development database. I see. So see development database. Okay. Now I want to see list of database. We can able to see here. I will go for show database. So database. It will give list of databases in my thing. Okay. Now what is my current database? Okay. See current database. Current database is the. But what happened? So I want to use this database. How can I use this database? Use database name. What is my database? This is my database. One more time. So see, when I use database name. Okay. So go back, try to refresh. So by default, what happened? By default, when you create any database, what happened? You have two schemas: information schema, public schema. One more time. Now what I'm trying to create? I'm trying to create employee dev database. See what happened? By default, two schemas has been created: information schema, publish schema. So information schema is nothing but what? Anybody, any idea what is information schema will do? Important. Yes, anybody knows?
One doubt. What is schema? What is the major role of schema in?
So
in
schema is
database?
nothing but it's a logical representation of any objects. Okay, see what happened? Logical representation of database objects. Okay, so okay, going forward again. So now what happened? Okay, now we'll have what in real time? Now we'll have RAS schema. Okay, so RAS schema, stage schema. Okay, reporting schema. Okay, so once you see now Snowflake, you get to know why we are going for schema of this. Okay, so right now understand what if you want to store anything, first we have database. So in database, now what happened? Again, we have multiple schemas. Under schemas, we'll have like tables. Okay, understand? Say high level is what? First we show Snowflake account, then we should have database, then we'll have schemas, then we'll have tables. Okay, again in schemas what you have multiple schemas, depends on RAS schema, stage schema, reporting schema. Once you go for like okay Snowflake requirements, why are we creating multiple schemas? You can understand right now it's nothing but logical representation of any database objects. Okay, so see go back here. Now what happened? Now anybody tell me what is information schema? Anyone? Information schema, what exactly it means? Information schema, yes, no, anyone?
All metadata information we can store.
What metadata? Which metadata information? Each metadata information. Okay, see this thing. Okay, it will store correct only, but okay, it will store the metadata information of all the database objects we are trying to create. One more time. Okay, trying to create one more time. Okay, so what I'm trying to say. So see, okay, so okay. Information schema is nothing but what? It will store the metadata information of all the objects we are trying to create in the database. You will see what exactly I'm trying to do. So far, okay, so I have created one database. Okay, one database. Okay, now what happened? I want to create. So we should not use this thing. We should create our own schema. Create schema. Suppose like schema. Suppose like which schema? Employee development. Let's see. Okay, see development. Now what happened? We're in employee DB dev schema. How can you find my current database? We'll go for what? Select current database. So current database. Okay. So current database. Okay. Current schema. The schema. Okay. So what happened? Actually, the database we are in employee DB dev schema. Now tell me in this database, I want to find list of tables. How can I find list of tables? Anybody knows, sir? Tell me in this database. I want to find list of tables. Tell me anyone.
Show tables.
Show tables.
Okay, show. See what happened. Okay, we are in employee DB dev schema. I want to find list of tables created. Okay, how can we find? Go for show tables. Show tables. So now tell me any tables is there? Right now there are no tables. Okay. Now what happened? We need to create our own table. How can we create our table? By using what? By using DDL statement. Okay. So create is what? Say DDL statement. Okay. So create is a DDL statement. Okay, go back here. Now take the same thing. Take the same thing. Now try to execute. So go back here. So try to execute. Now what happened? Okay, see. We can use Control Enter or you can able to run this thing. Okay. I'm using Control Enter shortcut. Okay, see. So Control Enter. Okay. Now what happened? Tell me. When I click on show tables, what happened? Okay. Table has been there. So it is there. Okay. Now what I said before that we are having information schema. What is the information schema? Select star from. Okay, select star from information schema. Okay, information schema dot tables. Okay, see you can able to get this. Okay, so copy the same thing. Now search here. Okay, now see we're getting the information. Now tell me we inserted any record in this table. We did not. But what happened? So this is nothing but what when you create any object, what happened? It will get keep on ranking. Suppose I'm putting one more table. One. Now tell me this table is there here. It is not there. Now what happened? I'm putting. Now try to create one more time. Now see. Go for information schema. It is there. Okay. So give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay. See what happened. Okay, now I'm trying to execute this thing. Okay, now tell me this object will be there. It is there in the sense like what? Whenever anything, now what happened? This information is keep on tracking this information schema dot tables. Got it? You are getting the point of what is information schema as well now. So it will keep on tracking when you create any objects. No, this information will keep on okay. By default, Snowflake is tracking. Okay, we are not tracking. Okay, Snowflake is tracking this metadata information. Clear? Yes, no? Anyone got it? As of now? Yes. So you're getting the
So,
what?
sir-
Yes, go ahead.
So if like we are saying select star from information schema or table, so it will track for tables or something else.
We'll
as
track
well?
the tables. Suppose we want to get the column information, we'll go for columns. Okay, so see. Suppose if I want to get the column information, okay. So tables, okay, it will go columns. Okay, so columns. Now see the same thing. Suppose I want to get my table. What's my table name? Okay, what's the table name? So this is my table. Okay, see, it is having how many columns? 6 columns. Okay, 6 columns there. Suppose you want to get one more table, same. Okay, see, got it. Huh? So 6, 6, 12. Getting up. So this all the things will be like when you create a new what happens. So Snowflake is tracking this information and they're putting in the respective tables, like okay, tables, table information, columns, column information. Got it? Huh?
Yes.
So, okay, slowly you should learn. Okay, so like okay, what happened when you do anything? Now what happened? This all informations keep on tracking. That's what it's a metadata information. That's right. So Snowflake created one more schema for ever is taking all the information of this. Okay, so far good. Okay, now what happened? So far okay. So see the same thing. Now what happened? Table has been created. This is my table. Okay. Okay, so see the same thing. Now tell me, I suppose I'm having this, assume like I'm having this column. Okay, this table name. I want to see, okay, I want to see list of columns in the particular table. Anybody tell me how can I see list of columns based on which concept? List of columns. Tell me list of columns.
Describe table names.
So describe table name. By
Table.
the describe table name, we can able to get exact the information. Okay. So go back here. So describe table. So my table name is what? My table name is, this is my table. Okay, we'll put one. Okay, so this is my table name. What happened? Tell me. It is giving list of, see, describe table is giving list of columns. Okay. Now see the same thing. Okay, so this actually this is my table. Okay, what? So both are same. Okay. Now tell me employee ID. We are putting number. Okay, number. So varchar. Okay, see, when I put number, now what happens? Taking default size is what? When I not mentioning size, now what happens? Taking default of 38. 30. One more time. So see the same thing. Okay, I'll take a screenshot. Okay, so see the same thing. Now what happened? Okay, this is my table structure, but what happened? Employee, these are my table names and these are the data. So see what happened. What is it? What is that? What when I mention number, now what's taking? It's taking default 38. In the sense like it will take accommodate up to 38 size. 38. Okay, so this is fine. But when you go for a see varchar text string, what is converting? Internal converting into what? Tell me. What's converting? Tell me. I'm putting varchar text string. What's taking? Tell me. It's taking what? And tell me what is taking? Varchar only.
Varchar only.
Varchar only. Okay. So see in the sense like what? Snowflake based design what? If I use either varchar or string or text, it is converting to what? It is internal converting to varchar only. These are, we can say it's synonyms. You can go for whether varchar, will go for varchar to string or text. It is converting into var. Got it? Huh? Yes or no? This is your question, somebody, I guess. Okay, clear this one, answer no? So this is fine. Okay. In a similar fashion, what? Go back to here. So this is fine. In a similar fashion, what? We are putting varchar text string. What is taking? It is taking what? It is taking 167726, 167726. But when mention what happens, taking 20. Okay, so 20 is taking. Okay. So when you explicitly mention what happened, take the default this data say. If you don't mention it will take the default data. One more time. Now what I'm trying to say. So this is fine. Okay, this four are varchar, no issues. But what happened to put 20 now, it will take 20 only, no issues. But what happened? Okay, remaining what we're getting what? 16. See, this is what 16. This is default size. Okay, how we are getting 16 this thing now? Anybody can tell why we are getting this value? This value? Anyone? Or getting this value? Anyone? How are getting this value? So this is the thing. How can I get now? This is nothing but say 16 MB. Okay. So tell me 1 MB is nothing but what? How many kilobytes? 1024 KB.
1024.
Okay. 1 kilobytes is nothing but how many bytes? It's nothing but 1024 bytes. Okay. Now what happened? Select 16 into 1024 into 1024. Now what is output? Same thing, 1677. What the pointer? So this is nothing but what? Okay. Up to 16 MB, what we can able to store this thing. Okay. So go back here. Describe table name. What happened? We're writing number VARCHAR. So 20 like this way. We can got it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Indoors, yes or no? In one? Yes, no? So clear, so far? So see, okay. So when you don't put now, what happens? It's taking the default set. Suppose like, so client requirement is what? Up to 20 only we can have. Then what happens? We should make specifically mention 20. Then we don't know what happened. Take the default sets. So link expiring, come back. So clear as of now? N1? Yes, no? Okay. So create table name. So this is the column names. So these are data. Okay. How can I see these columns? Is good. Describe table name. Suppose in this database, I want to find list of tables. How can I find? We'll go for show tables. What the point? If I want to get database, we'll go for show database. I'll go for what? Select star from information schema dot tables, information schema dot columns like this. So metadata information we can able to get things. Clear? Link expiring, come back. We'll discuss the same. Clear so far? Indoors as no in one? Indoors as no?
No.
Okay. So come back, we'll discuss. So we'll create some data, we'll go for so that you get some idea like what, how can. Okay, so for good, so like this. Okay, so describe table name. By this, we can able to figure out what are the columns available in this particular. Okay. So clear so far? Indoors as no, anyone? Now ultimate goal is that what? Next step is that what? Okay, now I want to see.
Sir, in salary you wrote besides number you wrote 10, 2.
Okay.
So why is that? Why have you written 2 numbers then?
So in the sense like what? Tell me in numbers. Okay, so in Indian currency what?
So after numbers you've written 10, 2.
Okay, that's right.
Why?
Now see what happened. Okay, now tell me in Indian currency we'll have what? Decimal. How many decimals you can able to accommodate? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so describe table. Okay, now question is that what? Tell me in Indian currency, how many paisas will you have? Tell me. 1 for 1 rupee. Tell me how many paisas will have? Paisa. 100 paisa. So okay, so in the sense like what? After point we should put how many things? We should put 2. So this is in the sense like what? Okay, up to 2 decimals only we can able to accommodate. Just getting the point, sir. After decimal, this is nothing but precision point. So after decimal, we can able to have 2 things. So far good, like this way. Now what happened? Now I want to see. Now tell me in this table, any data is there as of now? Any data is there as of now? Tell me as of now, there won't be any data. Okay, so see the same thing. Select star from table is nothing but say DRL, data retrieval or data query language. Okay, so select star from table and what it will give? It will give what? It will give the, I guess you want. So got it. Huh? So select star from table. It will give what? Now tell me there is any data. In data here, there is no data. Got the pointer. Now I want to populate the data into Snowflake table. Tell me how can I populate by which concept? I want to populate data by which concept? Tell me.
DML insert.
DML statements. Okay, see. So tables. Just now what we have created one table. Now what happened? What is my requirement? I want to populate some data into the Snowflake table. How can I populate by using which concept? By using what? By using DML. Okay, DML. Okay, before that, suppose, okay, so suppose like client is asking, okay, take the same thing 1 second. Now, so client is asking what? Suppose client is asking, I want to add one more column, that is department ID. Okay, so he's asking what? Okay, in the existing table, I want to add one more column, that is department ID. Okay, so already table is there. What happened? Okay, he's asking to add one more column. Already 6 columns are there. So department ID, new column I need to add. How can I add a new column? Tell me, by which concept? Tell me by which concept? Anyone?
Alter.
Alter. Okay, alter. Okay, so create is nothing but what is to create a new table. Alter is to, it is used to modify the definition of a table. Okay, I want to modify the definition of a table. How can I modify by using alter statement? Okay, go back here. So see, syntax is that what? Okay, alter table name, add column name, data type. One more time. Okay, so simple example is that what? Suppose I purchased one shirt. Okay, shirt. Okay, now what happened? I want to do. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I purchased it. I want to do some modification. Okay, I want to do some extra pocket I want to add. Tell me, how can I add? By using which concept? By using what? We need to go to the tailor shop and we'll do alter the same. Okay, suppose like here shirt is nothing but a table. I want to add new column. By using what concept? By using alter statement. Okay, so create is nothing but a new table. Alter is nothing but to the existing table. I want to add a new column. So you got a point, huh? Yes or no? Yes, getting the points, huh? So see alter. So see what happened. Yes,
So
go
with
ahead.
alter, we can add only the data to the table, or
We can drop the existing column. We can able to size, increase the size like this. We can able to end. Suppose we want to rename the column, we can able to rename the column. Same thing. If
then
suppose
how
like,
we can?
yes,
Okay,
come go ahead.
Okay, only the for adding we are using the add keyword, and for
If
rename
you're dropping, we should
are
use the drop. We should go for modify. We'll go for rename. Okay.
Okay.
See, drop
Got it,
is
got
the
it.
keyword. Okay. Alter. Okay. So we'll go for drop or we'll go for rename. Suppose I want to rename the column name or anything. We'll go for rename. Or suppose we want to modify data, we'll go for like syntax will be little bit differences. Okay. So adding is a new column, dropping is the existing column, rename is the renaming the column, modify is the data size. You can able to increase or decrease.
The
Like,
drop means delete.
so no, drop is nothing but what I want to remove the column, remove the particular column. Suppose so we're having 6 columns are there. Suppose the client is asking, we don't want this city column. Then what happens? We can able to use alter table name, drop this particular column. Got the point?
So it will remove the whole column.
Whole entire column will remove this particular column. Okay, so okay. So okay, so far. Okay, now what happened? Suppose I want to add new column. Go back here. The statement is that what? Alter table name. What is my table name? So what I said, it is used to alter the existing table. Suppose like something I put. Tell me it is there. Huh? It is not there. Okay, so add department number. Okay, see the same thing. Tell me it's there. It's saying table does not exist or not. So what happened? First a table should be there. Then only we can able to do all this. Okay, so alter table name. Now tell me before that. So we are having what? Employee ID, employee name, city, address, mail, salary. Okay. Now we are trying to add new column department. Tell me where it will get added. Where it will get added? N1. At which position it will get added? N1.
At the last.
So at the last. Okay. See at the last. Okay. See. So go back here. Now try to execute. Now what happened? So when I see now what happened? A new column again. Okay, see, a new column will get added the last. Got the pointer? Yes or no? So see, okay. Or when you try to suppose like if you're not able to suppose I'm putting one more column department ID number. What happened? So new column will get added at the last. Got the pointer department. Clear? Yes or no? Clear so far? Okay. So alter is to suppose I want to drop the column. So drop alter table drop column. So see, so when I go here, department ID, suppose I remove this department also, see, so there won't be any columns. So there won't be department column. Clear so far?
So renaming and modifying, how What is the difference?
Renaming.
Renaming and modifying.
So rename in the
For
sense like what?
renaming-
Suppose mail is there. Instead of mail, I want to change to mail ID. This is nothing but rename. Suppose like VARCHAR. Suppose like VARCHAR is there. Right now, see it is a 20 size. Suppose see city is 20 size. Okay. Now what happen? Okay, from 20, I want to increase to 40. This is nothing but say modify. So rename is nothing but what? Change the name. Modify, change the data type or data size. Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
So this is one. Okay, clear so far? Like this. Okay, so alter. Okay, suppose I want to remove this table from the database. Okay, so right now go for show tables. When I go for show tables, what happened? We're having so two tables are there. Suppose my requirement is that what I don't want this table. This is unnecessary table. I have it. Then what happened? I'll use drop table name. What it will do? It will remove from the database. See, drop table. When I go for show tables, so this table will be removed. Only one table will be got the point. So drop is nothing but what? So we are trying to remove this table from the database. Okay, so only will have one table. Okay, suppose I don't want this table. Then what happened? So there won't be any tables. So drop is nothing but what? So this object we don't want. We are trying to remove from the particular database. Got the point? Create is nothing but it is used to create a new object, new table in the database. Or it's nothing but what? Already table is there. I want to modify this. So what about drop is nothing but what? I want to remove the particular database object from the table. From the table, I want to remove the table from the database. Got the bottom. So be clear so far. See what happened? There won't be any tables. Clear so far? Is getting in? So like this. Okay, step by step. Okay, so take simple table, perform this alter table. Okay, creation, alter, drop. So what will comfortable these things. Okay. Okay, see, so far good, like this. Okay, so go back. Now what happened? I want to create one more time because there is no data. Now what happened? We try to.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you show that modify example once where you change the VARCHAR?
No, you
Like
see, like
20.
like today, like we want like
Okay.
starting to ending
Okay.
data because I want to insert some data.
Okay.
No, I have one more class. Okay, so see, okay, now
Okay,
what
sir.
happened? Okay, simple one. Like you search for the simple example, how to modify column. Okay, remember if you're not able to understand how to modify the column size in something like Snowflake. You can get like okay, search now you will get some example.
Okay.
It will give simple. Okay, also go back here. So try to open. If one thing is not understood, go for multiple things are okay. So there's so many things are there. Click on this thing, we'll get the value. We can able to get things.
Thank you.
Okay. So because now going forward in real time now we need to work on our own. Okay. So nobody will help you. Okay, we need to work on our own. Okay. So simple example. So alter table. So table. If you want to rename, you can go for rename statement. Okay. Like this. They'll give with examples they want to. They'll give like this. Okay. So clear so far. Okay. So if you want to remove something like it's like if you want one side, if you're not able to understand, go for multiple sides. We can. Okay. So now what happened? Now ultimate goal is that next step is that what I want to populate some data. Tell me as no data is there. There is no data. So select star from this thing. So there won't be any data. Now my requirement is that what I want to populate some data in this particular table. How can I populate by using what? By using which statements? By using DML. Okay. So detail for definition. If you want to do anything in the data, we'll go for DML. Data manipulation language. Okay, got to find the language. This is we are having what we are having insert, update, and delete. Okay. So insert is nothing but what it is used to insert a new record. Where tell me where new record? Tell me where we are trying to insert in the existing table. In the existing database. So first you should have database. In the database schema should be there. In the schema table should be there. Okay. So in the existing first table should be there. In the tables only we need to do. Okay. How can insert? We'll go for insert table name. So this is the syntax. Okay, column 1. So column 2, column 3. Okay, so column 1, column 2, column 3. Okay, in a similar fashion, we'll go for values. Okay, val 1. Okay, so val 2, val 3. Okay, so val 2. Okay, so 3 columns, 3 values. Okay, 3 columns and 3 values. Okay. Now what happened? Okay, this is syntax. Suppose we'll put 3 columns compulsory. So 1 column, 2nd column, 3rd column. So first value, 2nd value, 3rd. So when you have 3 columns, we should give 3 values only. If you give now what happened through error, okay, we'll see the same. Okay. Now what's the table name? Our table name is that what? The table name is employee details. So insert into our table name, bracket open, bracket close, employee ID. I'm taking only 2 columns. Okay. So we're having 6 columns. Out of 6 columns, I'm trying to populate employee ID, employee 2 columns. Okay. So go back here, go for values. Values. Okay. Employed, I'm putting 1, I'm putting province. See what happened. Okay. So province. Okay. So suppose like if I remove this thing, now tell me it will work. Anyone? It will work. Tell me it will work.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Why?
So because one is
No, it won't work. So.
It won't work. See what happened. Reason is that what? See, so 2 columns are there, 2 values are there, no issues. But what happened? So employed is a number, no issues. But employee name is a Praveen. So what happened? Okay, alphabets compulsory needs to be removed. Alphabets compulsory needs to be enclosed with single quote. This is the logic. You see, so this is alphabets what compulsory should be enclosed with single quote, single quote, single quote. Okay, so this is important. Okay, single. Now what happened? Try to insert. What happened? So record will get insert. Okay. Now what happened? Now see the data. Remaining columns, what value get populated? Default null values. Okay, null values. So we'll see the thing like next week. Okay, what is null? Okay, so when you have 2 columns, remaining what values will get populated? Remaining we're getting null values, null values. Okay, so this is clear so far. As a simple example. Okay, now take the same thing. Let's take the same thing. Now what happened? Now try to see one more time. Okay, suppose I'm putting something like P and I'm putting like Kumar. Tell me it will work. So it's the error message so that you can able to practice multiple scenarios. Okay, I'm putting P, I'm putting Kumar. Tell me it will work.
It won't work, sir.
It won't work.
It
Reason?
won't work.
Reason?
In the place of number, we are putting alphabet.
Okay, see. So employed what we are putting P Kumar. Okay. Now see, now what happens to numeric value? Okay. So numeric value at which position? See, P is we are storing in employee. Now tell me how can you know it's a number or string? We should go for what? We should describe. Okay, describe table name. Okay, see the same thing. Now try to see. Okay, one more time. Now what we are trying to see when you're trying to say noise, but what happened when trying to see it will throw error. What is the error it's showing? You see, it's showing what? So numeric value P is not recognized. Like go for P. Now P is nothing but what? First column. Go here, search for first column. Employed is what? Is employed is a what ranks? Employed is a number. Got the pointer? In number data type. This is important. Okay. In number data type. So we need to store only number value. Got the pointer? So see number data we need to store in number value. Got the pointer? Literally. So clear so far? Yes or no? This is clear? So like okay, go for suppose go for city. So getting in the point, so here we need to put only number value. Okay, so see, suppose I'm putting Hyderabad. Okay, so it's a string compulsory include with single. Now what happened? So data has been populated. Now see that data is there. So this is clear. So now what happened? Now instead of this thing, I'm putting like this. Tell me it will work. So 3 columns are there, 2 values are there. It will work. Tell me it will work. 3 columns are there, 2 values will work.
No, sir.
No, it won't work. You see what happened? It won't work. See, inserting value list does not match column list. Expecting 3, but got 2. So seeing this error message, remember. So seeing this error message, it should be in a position what the issue. So issue is that what we need to get 3 columns, but we're getting only 2 values. Okay. Suppose I'm putting like this. Tell me it will work. It will work. Now what is the error will get? So expecting 3, but got 4. So see, expecting 3, but got the point a little bit at least. So like okay, error message, by seeing the error message, this is what is a data type issue. This is what column mismatch issue. Okay. Now suppose so far good. Okay, suppose I'm putting Hyderabad. Okay, so India something. Okay, India something like this. Tell me it work. Anyone? It will work or not? As of now, tell me it work. This is string. String it will take. It will take no noise. Now tell me if I throw what happened to throw one error. What's the error? Tell me. So string Hyderabad is too long and would be truncated. What is the thing? Tell me what is the thing?
Data size issues.
Okay, see what's the data size? Okay, see go back here. Suppose if you're not able to understand, so take the same thing. I'm putting select. I'm taking the length of this string. See, length of the string. Okay. So like this, you should understand a case like, okay, what the issue, what the thing, okay. So see what happened. Length is what? 32. But when I go for describe table name, so city length is what? City length is what? Tell me, city length is what? 20.
20.
So up to 20 only it can able to accommodate. Now tell me, how can you change this? Now what is it? Now how to rectify this issue? How to rectify this issue? Tell me how to rectify this issue. Tell me how to rectify this issue. Anyone?
You need to increase the size
Okay, increase the size. How can I increase the size? By which concept?
by using alter
Alter.
statement.
Remember, definitions you should go for what? Alter statement. Okay. Alter table name. So see table name. We should go for modify. What do you want to modify? We want to modify size. Okay, see size, copy the same thing. Now from 22 we should increase to 32. So bracket open. Now see what happened. Now go back here. Now see the data what happened. It will be 32. Okay, like this. Okay, see 32. Now tell me it will work. It will work without any issues. Got the point? Now when I put one more word, tell me it will work. It will throw error. Got the point? So like this. Okay. So you should play like this. Remember, you should do like this. Okay, how to do alter all these things. So try to create multiple tables. So try to insert some data. Try to do all these things like this. Okay. So that what these commands will get comfortable. And what else? No, anyone? So see. So first what? Understand? Snowflake is a what? Say cloud-based data warehouse. So mainly for what? Mainly for analysis purpose. Tell me how can you do analysis? We should go for what? SQL is required. Okay, why? How can you do analysis on the particular table? We go for SQL. That's why SQL is required. How can you communicate database or data warehouse? It will require SQL. Got it? Huh? So there is. So you should create one database. Okay, one schema, then multiple tables. Okay. So create as many tables as you want. Then what happen? You can able to done accordingly. Okay, so populate some data. So okay, so first task is that what? Create one database, create one schema, create multiple tables. Okay, I give you so many tables. Okay, try to create those tables. So try to populate some data. Okay. So you should go step by step. Okay, you should try for VARCHAR text, what happening. Okay, internally. Okay, so describe table name. We can able to get the same thing. Okay, how to see all this. Okay, so first you should be comfortable with this UI. Okay, see what happened when I create any tables. What happened? Refresh these things. So see, where in database, employee dev schema. These are so many objects will be here. Okay, what are them? Okay, click on this thing. What happened? You see, okay, you'll get the columns. Suppose if I want to get the preview data is nothing but what? If any data, you can able to see like this. Okay, so click on this thing. Suppose you want to get place name in it. Okay, so this is what? Database name, schema name, and a table. This is nothing but it's a fully qualified name. Okay, so go back here, say take the same thing, click on this thing. Now what happened? Add a column. So list of columns will come here. In a similar fashion, okay, you should be comfortable with this UI. Click on this thing. I want to get definition. So definition is nothing but what? Create or replace. This is my table. Okay. So like this. Okay. Click on this thing. So you should be comfortable. Okay, like this data. Got it? Let me getting the point. Yes or no? So first, like create database, create schema. Try to create multiple tables. Populate some data so that what we should be comfortable. Okay, what they're trying to do. Okay. So without doing, we can't able to expect it. What? Okay, so it will be without putting efforts. No, it will be everything like okay, like it's a hard thing. Okay, but what happened? So try to put effort so that it can build get the things clear. Okay, got the point? Yes or no?